Hi guys, this is Mark Shawson, the Pattern Trader. Today's video I think is going to be one of the most important and consequential videos I've done in some time. I will give me a chance just to share a lot of different concepts with you and also talk a little bit about my background, my own motivations, and why that's important. And the catalyst was an email that we received earlier this week that was sent to my marketing partner, Peter, from a fellow named Ian. And it's in front of you, but I'll just read it very quickly. The email said, "Is there a way you can show proof of what you do is for real? I mean, you're selling a program for traders, but why should we trust you just like that and pay it? I've paid market teachers who actually show proof, so it would be nice. No disrespect intended, sir," and there was none taken, but there are a lot of scams. And so I just wanted to give complete validity and credibility to Ian and his question. This is a question that obviously I've confronted every day since I started the Pattern Trader. It's a question that we will continuously to do so. And again, it's perfectly valid because that was actually one of my motivations for starting the Pattern Traders. There are a lot of bad actors in our business. There is a lot of misrepresentation. There is a lot of scams. And there are actually, Ian, a lot of people who show you their results, but actually results in and of themselves, frankly, are meaningless. And I'm not looking to deflect the question. I'm actually going to show you some results in just a moment from my personal account and from some trades that we recently, have put on that in aggregate are up 1,200 pips in the market right now. So I will show you all of that in just a minute. But before I do, I just want to take a step back and talk to you a little bit about what my motivation was. My mission when I started the Pattern Trader was to educate you guys on how the financial markets really work and to help you become financially independent. I've been trading the markets for over 4 decades. I started the Pattern Trader in order to share some of the things I've learned and to help you avoid some of the mistakes I made over and over again early in my career. So my philosophy and objective at the Pattern Trader is to capitalize on the big moves in the market. And I'm going to show you what I mean in just a moment. But again, to Ian's question, he wanted me to show him some proof of who I am and what I do. So, I'll just flash a couple things. Frankly, I don't think it's going to be of much use to you, but I will do so anyways. This is a screenshot of my Merrill Edge trading account. Here you can see my name, and here you can see the account balance in the account. I just wanted to show you this account with my name in it because I'm going to show you some trades in just a moment. So you can see I had $1.5 million or close to that in this account. Now I'm showing you the same Merrill Edge account, obviously with the account number deleted. With collectively over $437,000 in open positions just in one day. And you can see at the time the account value was just shy of $1.5 million. And so this is my own personal trading account. Now I'm very reticent to share this. Frankly, it's very meaningless because what I'm doing doesn't necessarily mean that you will be able to do it. Here is a snapshot of another investment account of mine. Here again is my name, and here again is the account balance, a little over $1.5 million in that account. So collectively in the two accounts, I've shared with you over $3 million. So again, I just want to convey that I did not start the Pattern Trader out of any motivation to make money off of subscription revenues. I'm independently financially stable. I don't need to do this. I started the Pattern Trader in an effort to give back and to counter a lot of the misrepresentation that you see out there today. Here are some extracts from my account which show that collectively I made over $350,000 in Facebook call options earlier this year. Here's an extract from my account in which I'm showing you I made collectively over $350,000 in Tesla puts in the course of about 10 days. Here are extracts from my account in which I made over $130,000 buying put options in MELI, and I made this in one day. I basically bought the options prior to an earnings announcement based on some technical price patterns I was observing, and I made $130,000 in one day. So again, I'm very reticent to show people what I'm doing, but first off, I want to assure you that I am independently financially capable. I don't do the pattern trader for financial reasons. So this is a skill set that I've built up over 30 years of trading that I want to convey to you. In the screenshot before me is a snapshot of my current open currency positions and the profits, which collectively, mark to market right now, are showing a profit of, I shit you not, 1,432 pips. Now, most of you out there are following strategies where you're trying to make 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 pips on an individual trade, and you're bouncing in and out of those trades 5 or 10 times a day. This, of course, is a losing strategy. It's not my opinion. Over 95% of people are losing their money in the markets, and it's my conjecture that this is one of the primary reasons that people are following short-term systems, hopping in and out, and all you're really doing is feeding your broker. Where I'm showing you a collection of trades that I initiated, some of them over 2 weeks ago. This one on February 27th. Today, as we talk to you, it's February 17th. Today is the February 27th. So I've been holding some positions over 10 days, which is a lifetime in some of these markets. But I will continue to hold trades as long as they are going for me. And you can see starting, and I'm going to show you emails prior to sending out all of these trades to thousands of our members around the world. So on February 17th, I recommended going long pound versus Australian dollar at 182.85. It's trading at 186.12 right now, up 327 pips. A day later, I recommended going long pound versus New Zealand dollar at 189.01. That trade is up over 500 pips currently. I added to my position in pound New Zealand dollar at 190.72. We've got an additional 322 pips. A couple of days ago, I recommended going short the euro versus the British pound at 86.57, and that trade is over 100 pips lower at the moment. And then a few days ago, I recommended going long pound versus Swiss franc at 131.17. It's currently trading the market 132.90, up 173. So again, collectively on these 5 open trades, I'm up 1,432 pips. So again, back to Ian's question, I can show you this kind of proof all day long, but it really doesn't make a whole lot of difference. If I show you a collection of these trades and what I'm doing or what I have done, unless you really understand the strategy or you actually believe in the merit of the strategy. So I would suggest before you look at associating yourself or subscribing to any mentor like myself or others, is that you look at the strategy first and you understand it and you see if it first of all makes sense to you and if you can apply it. The results really, yes, you do need some indication, verification that somebody is not BSing you and that it is real and that it works. But the first thing is to break apart the strategy, understand it, and then reconcile if it's going to work for you. So in a moment, I'm going to share with you each one of the emails that went out prior to these trades so that you can understand my thinking and my methodology. This is an email that I sent out to thousands of our members on Sunday, February 17th. And you can see that I had a chart of the pound versus the Australian dollar. This is a weekly chart, and based on this triple bottom price pattern and several key reversals along this support line, I recommended going long on a buy stop at 182.85 on the pound versus Australian dollar. This trade was good for the week. The trade was triggered, and right now it's trading in the market over 300 pips higher. In front of me now is a live chart of the British pound versus the Australian dollar. This is a weekly chart. Each one of these price bars represents 1 week in time. And on February 17th, I recommended buying the pound versus Australian dollar on a buy stop above that inside weak bar. You can see that the buy stop was triggered and we are now 340 pips higher than where that buy stop was triggered. Now, just because I have 340 pips profit, that does not mean that I'm getting out here. I see that this has got a potential to go much higher, and I might even add to this trade as it goes higher. This is an email that I sent out to thousands of our members on Monday, February 18th. And you can see in that particular chart, I was looking at the British pound versus New Zealand dollar. This was a daily chart, and based on some very bullish double bottom price patterns and a few key reversals here, I recommended buying the pound versus New Zealand dollar on a buy stop at 189.01. That trade is now up over 500 pips in the live market. 2 days later, I sent out another email to thousands of our members on Wednesday, February 20th, recommending them to add to their pound New Zealand positions. Here again is the pound versus New Zealand dollar. This is a daily chart, and you can see I was looking to add to my position at a price of 190.72. You can see I recommended going along at 197.2. In my email, I explained I'm currently long pound New Zealand dollar at 189.01 on February 17th. I said, given the substantial technical price patterns and price action supporting the bull case, I am looking to add to my position. And then I made a video for our members entitled The Bullish Case for Pound versus New Zealand Dollar. In this chart, I'm looking at a live chart now in real time of the British pound versus New Zealand dollar. This is a daily chart where each one of these bars represents one daily price session. So on February 17th, I recommended going long the British pound versus New Zealand dollar at a price point of 189.01. And then a few days later, I recommended adding to our position, buying the pound versus New Zealand dollar at 190.72. You can see now the pound versus New Zealand dollar is trading substantially higher at a price point of 194.45. So collectively, I'm up over 900 pips just on these two positions, long pound versus New Zealand dollar. So again, so many people out there are trading for 5 or 10 pips on their trades. I have 900 pips just on these two trades alone. And believe me, it doesn't look like it's going to stop there. So I will hold these trades. I anticipate that we could challenge these levels ultimately in the pound versus New Zealand dollar. This is an email that I sent out to thousands of our members around the world on Sunday, February 24th. And you can see at that time I was examining the euro versus the British pound. This was a weekly chart. And in my recommendation, I recommended to sell the euro versus the British pound at a sell stop of 86.57. This is a live chart of the euro versus the British pound. This is a weekly chart. This is where I recommended getting short the euro versus British pound at a price point of 86.57. You can see it's now 126 pips lower in the live markets as we speak. This is an email that I sent to thousands of our members around the world on Monday, February 25th, in which I was looking at the pound versus the Swiss franc on the daily chart, and based on the setups and the price patterns I was looking at the time, I recommended buying the pound versus the Swiss franc at 131.17. Here you can see was the buy order with the stop loss and the take profit. Now I will keep moving the stop loss and take profit as a trade moves higher and higher into profit potential. So If I see that it's still got legs and it's still got opportunity, I will take away this take profit and move it higher. So I'm not going to impede something that is going to go even more in my favor. So there you have it. Those are the emails that went out to thousands of our members around the world before these trades were triggered that are now yielding over 1,400 pips in profits at the moment, and actually look like they have potential to go a lot more. So again, while I fully understand people want to see the results, you have to understand the strategy and then make sure that this strategy is compatible with the way you can do things. So just because I got in 7 days ago in the pound versus New Zealand dollar, and I was able to hold through thick and thin a trade that is now up 500 pips, very few people are able to do this. So again, I can show you my trades and my results all day long, but the fact is very few people are going to be able to replicate this. So the first thing I would suggest, Ian, is that you understand the strategy and make sure the strategy is compatible for you. So I'm going to finish this up by reading you an email that I received last week from a fellow named Zoran. And it read, "Dear Mark, I just finished watching one of your videos. I wanted to say good afternoon, looking forward to the next time I see you. By the way, my $10,000 account grew to $130,000 in 18 months. That's a bit more than 400%, but people won't believe me if I tell them that. Many thanks to have stumbled across you. You have given me the tools to change many people's lives for the better. Best wishes, Zoran, Melbourne, Australia." So again, I know and I realize there are always going to be skeptics, and it's very reasonable, like Ian. But I can assure you that since I started the Pattern Trader, hundreds and thousands of people have gone on and told me that I've actually changed their lives. I'm going to put up a link to our review website, and you can check that out. But again, also over the last couple of years, we've had many people unsubscribe. There are many people who lost money who this didn't work for because they simply didn't stick to it. So again, it is really about examining the strategy and then understanding whether that strategy can work for you. But I assure you that it certainly works for me and people like Zoran. So thanks again for your inquiry, Ian, and I will talk to you guys later. So let me just pop up on the screen now a link to our review website. So if you have any further questions, I would suggest you also consult the website thepatterntrader.com/reviews. This is an independent website where people have posted their thoughts, comments, and experiences with me and the Pattern Trader. So I hope I've cleared some things up. I will continue to talk about these themes going forward. I thank you for your interest, and please let me know if I can help you with your trades in the future.